This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Well, the AFL W finals get underway this week, and I cannot wait for Saturday because the Fremantle Dockers will be hosting the Essendon Bombers. And Fremantle Oval, Natalie, you'll be you would normally go to brunch that kind of day.
Well, I would
on the
normally
weekend.
ride my bike down, but we know that's a bad idea.
The crowd's going to be absolutely pumping. I can't wait to see the girls put on an absolute show. Lisa Webb is the coach of the Fremantle Dockers, and she joins us now. Good morning, Lisa.
Morning, thanks for having me.
Oh, our
Lisa,
pleasure,
hey,
Lise.
cracking season, Lisa. Congratulations on getting the girls to the finals again.
Oh, thank you. I don't do too much, to be honest. They're the ones out there crashing and bashing, but yeah, very, very proud of them.
No, Lise, I think you have clearly you've had a big impact. First of all, what I was saying to Emma O'Driscoll when she comes in here, win, lose or draw, I can see unbelievable effort, right? The girls just crash in, they throw their bodies in. But the thing that you've clearly done and helped out with is the connective piece. They seem like a really tight bunch, but not only that, they're enjoying each other's company, which is not easy to do.
No, and it's something that, I'm really lucky with. They're an incredible bunch of girls. One of the things that we kind of pride ourselves on is making sure we've got that all-in mentality, and we've just got a great culture down there. But, the girls credit to that as well. They work extremely hard in the off-season. They've got that complete buy-in, so they have that trust with one another as well. And I'm sure Emma's told you a few stories as well, but she just she's a fun person to be around, and there's a lot of connective pieces that go on in the off season as well.
Yeah,
Coach Webb, would you say that Emma Driscoll is the loosest unit in the team, or are there a few like that?
No, she's loose.
She did tell us.
I wouldn't change her. That's for sure. She's an absolute gem.
It's like I tell you what, she's dropped a couple of F-bombs on here when she's right in the zone of a competition.
Yeah,
and that's the
you can take the girl out of Northern, but you can't take the Northern out of a girl. You know,
only a couple of F-bombs is a win for you guys.
At least the other thing she did tell us was a trip back from Geelong where she went on the toilet and she
you saw a lot of her, Lisa.
Off the toilet.
I tell you what, I can't remove that story from my brain, and I was telling my 9-year-old son, and he was super keen to hear it again and again and again.
She said it made you guys closer.
Something else. Absolutely. That's Emma in a nutshell, though, isn't it? She's lucky I was the one holding the door because it could have been worse, I tell you that much.
But the vibe I get from Emma, it just shows where your team is at. You know what I mean? Like, she's professional, she does her job, but she's having a good time. It's exactly what you said, Shaun. That must be a beautiful way for you guys to be playing at the moment.
No, seriously, like in terms of football stuff, she'll come in and she'll be like, Lisa, I know I, effed up a few times. What can I do to improve and get better? And she's so serious. Like, we're not here to, just make up the numbers. We're, fiercely determined to continue winning. And she's a great driver of that. She's actually a terrific leader as well. And she's got a great balance between, that really hard work ethic, but then also having fun. And she's so good for our group, and she is a barrel of laughs as well.
Can't wait to find her a boyfriend.
She's keen. I know. Hey, Lise, this weekend, obviously, it's a big moment for the club to get back into the finals. You're coaching your first final in this respect as well.
And a home final is great too.
I'd imagine the crowd is just going to be intense and huge. Have you talked about that? The noise, the moment, nerves, all that kind of stuff?
No, not really. It's one of those things that, we play footy for those type of moments. So it's either that or you can go down to your local oval and play in front of 100. So I think the big one for us is embracing the challenges that come with those things, but it's the ones we want. So hopefully we do get a lot of people down there, including you three. You never know what Em might do. Might do a backflip or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Get pants on, that'll be fine.
Loose unit, as we know.
Oh my God! They're the big moments. Obviously, they're a great team as well. But it's one of those ones that I feel we've been priming for. The girls came in last night. Obviously, they've got training again tomorrow, and we're ready to put our best foot forward in this final series.
Coach Webb, I would like to know. We're going to do a bit of a gender flip here, but back in the day, right? A young Shauna McManus. With her skills.
And an undercut.
Would you have drafted Shauna McManus?
Thank you, Nathan.
Of course.
Is there a delay?
There's a delay.
It's a really long pause there, Lisa. I'll have you considered your response.
It's a week later since I asked you the question.
Oh, God, you guys are classic.
Oh, you're great, Coach Webb.
I'm looking forward to at least. One of the things that you've probably been a little bit frustrated with is there's been dominance, and ground position's been one of them where we've dominated in. The fence has been great. Midfield's really started to click lately, but being able to get that forward connection going, is that something that, I guess, how much do you kind of just talk about it, but also not try to overthink about what's going on there?
Yeah, I think like on the weekend would be a prime example of that. I think we had 39 inside 50s to 16, and you know that's a lot of dominance in particular areas, but we just couldn't get it through the big stick. So one of those things would be a bit of our decision making. We reviewed it really strongly last night, and then putting an advantage to the forwards. But to be honest, it's one of those things we've been working on all pre-season as well. I sit in a lot of the men's meeting. It's a continual kind of theme through all programs. So it's one of those things that it doesn't just click, but the girls have got that right mentality to continue to work for each other, block and create space, but also have a bit of composure when under pressure.
Well, Coach Webb, it's been an absolute pleasure. Saturday, by the way, 4 p.m. Everyone can get down there, support the Fremantle Dockers women's team.
Then head down to the big house after that, Shaun.
Oh, mate, straight to the big house. It'll be going off.
Oh, gosh. Look out for the parents pre-game. They've already organised where they're going. They'll probably have a couple of wines before they get down there.
Good to know.
It'll be a great atmosphere.
Good to know.
Good luck, Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa.
All the best.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, mate.
See you, mate.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
We wanted to check in with our good friend David Shortee in regards to yesterday's Cup.
Shorty.
Hi, Shorty.
Hello, Shorty.
Hello, guys. How are you this morning?
Yeah, good.
We're wonderful, Shorty. We're none the richer, though.
Yeah, because of you.
Oh, no, we went so close. So warp speed was, we said to the three key options, and they're not really easy to find the winners of the old Melbourne Cups, but when you get that close with one that was sort of as big as $41, it's a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow, but that's okay. It's on again next year, as they say.
Our favourite thing from this morning is, Shaun, of course, expert punter.
Yes, very opinionated.
Knows it all. Basically has premonitions of what is going to happen.
And studies the form. He reads the form guard like his life depends on it.
And then yesterday we did a little bit, we were telling him just our team to feel what they were going to choose, just, from the way they're connecting with the colours or the names. And Bella, what happened?
Oh, our assistant producer, Shorty, Bella, she threw out Knight's Choice.
And what did you say?
I said, literally, it has 3 legs. There's no chance. When I say no chance, I mean no chance.
Famous.
To be fair, beaten 5 and a bit lengths in the Bendigo Cup heading into Melbourne Cup, coming off prior to that 14th of 18th, 16th of 16th and 9th of 12th. It's pretty hard to have it. Pretty hard to have. Hey, one thing though, we spoke about it yesterday, how in recent years with the Melbourne Cup, with the weight structure, some of the off-Broadway jockeys were getting an opportunity to turn up and ride on Melbourne Cup Day.
They were.
Enter Robbie Dolan, hello. No. And the way this all happened, it's freaky. If you missed the story on the way through, Robbie Dolan met trainer Sheila Laxon 2 years ago on a cruise ship, where he was doing some singing on the ship.
Because he just finished The Voice.
And she's like, how about I get a horse for you, and if we have a bit of luck, we might be able to team up together. Fast forward 2 years, it's a Melbourne Cup. Sheila Laxon provides the ride for Robbie Dolan, and he goes from singing a sweet tune to being a Melbourne Cup winning jockey.
Not just that. Isn't it amazing?
It's great.
Right?
It's a great story.
He's a Melbourne Cup winning jockey, and that is your part of history. And he's so good at singing. He's amazing.
I remember him on The Voice.
To be that talented at 2 things.
Yes.
And you know what? And if he's retiring this year, he wouldn't, but if he was to retire this year, he would be performing at the next Melbourne Cup. Yes. Because that would be better than Ronan Keating.
That's better than Ronan.
Ricky Lee was good.
Shorty, when he came on The Voice, which you would have all seen, I'm sitting there going, I've backed this guy a million times at Sydney, and I know he moved up to Brisbane, but Robbie Dolan, and there he is. Oh, that was great. And he got so much coverage because of his past.
Shorty, I've got a great idea for next Melbourne Cup as well. Why don't we get every horse ridden by a reality TV? We get some Married at First Sight people on one.
Yes, that's a great idea. Love Island. Get the Love Islanders onto it.
It would certainly open up some interest, that is for sure and certain, to the mainstream. And the other really funny thing, so you say he may get a gig next year with the Melbourne Cup. Incredibly, a couple of years ago, Daryl Braithwaite wasn't able to make it for the Cox Plate So he ended up fronting up at Mooney Valley and singing the horses.
He can sing horses as well.
He did too.
Wow.
Okay, so we need to have, if he was to retire, which he won't, but if we need him at the Melbourne Cup performing horses. The winning Melbourne Cup jockey performing horses at the Melbourne Cup.
He's every chance of not getting a ride next year, by the way.
Then
because
book him in.
Yeah. Hey, Shorty, one of the things we talked about yesterday, because we want to hear those big bet wins, like my old lady when she took it out a little while ago. There has been a lot of reports of some big victories from people.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Each and every year we get these $1 and sort of $5 bets that turn into crazy amounts of money. Yesterday, $1 first four for 50% picked up $245,513
for $1.
$1
for $1.
Excuse me. I asked you for that bet. I said I want to put in $1 and get back like hundreds of thousands, and you.
Well, you don't know what it's going to pay until they come home.
No, but I asked Shorty. Shorty's he's an expert.
It's crazy stuff. $30. So the trifecta blanc. So basically, in order, one customer has gone this to win, this for second, this for third. 30 times. It only really happens Cup Day that people sort of do blanc stuff like this, where it has to land in order. That $30 turned into $555,000.
What a great day!
Is that WA? As a WA punter?
WA, yeah, 100%.
I straight away thought it was Sue McManus. Straight away.
Too clever. The best win bet was 500, collecting 50,500. So that was pretty gutsy. And there were a couple of other first fours. $5 turned into 68,000, and $12 first four combo collected $163,000. So there were some big results there for some lucky punters yesterday. Unfortunately, none of us fought.
No, there was a guy on the East Coast who put on a $100 bet. He did the first four in one of the betting agency, and he walked away with $5.4 million.
Can I say, I'd love there to be a rule for the Melbourne Cup that you have to spend it as soon as you get it. Like, so you win, you have to spend it right when you're drunk. Because then you're going to buy a helicopter, you're going to buy a jet boat, you know what I mean? And then the next day you think, okay, I've got to pay the mortgage.
Then I've got to sell a helicopter to pay my mortgage.
You remember it was like the Price is Right or whatever? They used to take over the prizes.
They
take the prizes. Literally, it should be like you win the money, okay, come over here to the prizes. And then you're made to pick things. Hey, the big thing from today as well is the US election. Now, have people been betting on that? What's the deal?
Oh, my goodness. Now, Nathan, I can give you a small hint that I was thinking we might hold, a very minor amount of money on this particular event. Yeah. Poorly dooley. I got a message through when I found out you guys wanted to chat about this today. We're holding, wait for it, $500,000 on this particular event. What? It is unbelievable scene.
But surely the odds aren't that long for either contender.
No, and is it?
No. So this morning, it's Trump into $1.58, Kamala Harris at $2.50. The money's been really strong for Trump over the last little bit. Well, what about some of the bets we've had along the way?
Yeah.
The one of these is just phenomenal. So we had last week a customer roll into a retail shop and had $50,000 on Harris to win at $2.30. If you don't mind, punters. So other bets include $11,000 on Trump at $1.47, $10,700 on Harris at $2.50, $9,000 on Trump at $1.50, $7,000 on Trump at $1.75, $6,000 on Trump at $1.85. $5,000 on Harris at $1.83, $5,000 Trump $2.
So you thought you had a problem,
Trump,
Shaun?
$1.55. Holy moly! I honestly thought we'd be holding a few $20 and $50 bets. And a little bit of a deeper dive. Goodness me, there are some people out there that love their US politics.
You know what? You know one of those $10,000 Trump bets is Gina Reinhart.
Do you reckon it's a case of people are punters, right? So the professionals or whatever, they just see a thing, they go, it's a two-horse race. Melbourne Cup's 24, two-horse race, therefore I'm a chance with probability to make some coin. I guess there's that part of it. But, I would have thought you're the same. Like, someone would go, I'm going to put $20 on Kamala or $20.
That's
amazing.
All right, Shorty.
$50,000.
Shorty, your tip for who's going to win?
Nathan, I'm sorry. Melbourne Cup's hard enough. I'll stick to what I know,
Hey, Shorty, really appreciate your time. That was really interesting. That was
crazy.
mint, mate. I appreciate your time, mate. And there's plenty of good racing to come. We'll be right behind you.
And, of course, gamble responsibly, Shaun.
Of course you do. Of course you do. We know that,
way to
Shorty.
Love you,
Thanks
Shorty.
so much, guys. Have a great week.
Thanks,
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.